G'day guys, welcome back to RC Chronicles. Well, today it comes to an end. That's right, my Tamiya M-05 chassis with the VW bus body is now at an end. Well, the main instruction booklet is at an end anyway. Let's get into it, guys. In today's episode, we cover steps 19 through to step 26 in the main instruction manual of the M-05 chassis build. Let's get into it, guys. Guys, don't forget, subscribe and smash the bell. Alright guys, I've gone ahead and done steps 19, 20 and 21, which was basically getting the servo ready, attaching the receiver and ESC, and attaching this arm from the servo to the steering. I actually haven't given it a proper test yet, so I thought I would do that on camera. Steering first. That seems to be working alright. Doesn't seem to be any extra stress on the servo. A little bit of power now here at the front wheels. And reverse. Good, slower in reverse, it should be. Alright, that looks like a good success. Alright guys, you know you're getting close to the end of the build when you get to pull out the wheels and the tyres. We're on step 22 now. Step 22 is, well, quite obviously, putting the tyres on the wheels and putting these inserts in, which I think is a pretty cool touch because the recent Tamiya that I just built, the Plasma Edge 2, did not come with inserts, so that's really cool. So I shall crack on with that. Hopefully these tyres aren't as tight to get on the rims as the Plasma Edge 2 were, but we shall see. I'll be back. Alright guys, that is now step 22 completely sorted. The wheels weren't quite as challenging to put on as the Plasma Edge ones, but I tell ya, I still worked up a bit of a sweat. It was a little bit of a challenge to make sure that the on these small wheels that the foam inserts actually stayed put in the right spots. The wheels I'm just sort of giving them a little bit more of a fettling now that they're sitting flat. I'm just seeing the odd bit that's not really sitting 100%, but which is why I haven't done any of the super gluing or anything like that yet. That will come later once I'm sure that the wheels are properly in place. Yeah. Alright guys, I've got all the parts here ready to go for step number 23. The four wheels, the rear axles, these little these little stub axles that go into these hexes, the wheel nuts, and the final 6 bearings that go into the risers. So it is time to put the wheels on, guys. Woohoo! Alright guys, I've gone ahead and done steps 23, 24, 25 and 26 because they're all pretty straightforward. 23 was basically attaching the rear wheels, the rear stub axles for the wheels, and then attaching the rear wheels. They went on quite easily and nicely, and they spin very freely. Then we had to, in step 24, attach the top portion of these mounts for the battery, and also the front body mounts, the lower portion of the front body mounts, because these are too short, of course, for the ginormous VW bus body. And step 25 was spin it back around, attaching the rear body mounts to the chassis and the aerial mount. That was pretty much it for that step. And step 26 was, that was really complicated, guys. It was basically putting the bottom bits of the battery tray holder on with their R-clips and plugging the battery in. That was what constituted step 26. So there wasn't really a lot in it, so I didn't really bother. Oh, tell a lie, adding this little tray here, which is for what it says for a transponder. I'm not going to use one of those myself for this, so it might get used for when I do speed run with it, a good spot for mounting the GPS. It's really about all I'd ever use it for. At the minute, it's just good for routing the wires. So, but that is the all of the instructions in the manual complete. Well, that's it, guys. The main chassis is now complete. In conclusion with this, I've found this particular chassis, this M-05 chassis, beautiful to build. Even with my wonky hands, I didn't have a lot of trouble with it. There were a couple of little bits, but nothing major at all. It was ultimately a pleasure to build, and I'm really looking forward to cracking on with the supplemental instruction booklet, which talks about getting the body ready for attaching to the chassis. So we will do that in part 5, guys. So thanks for watching. I know this series hasn't been massively, hugely popular, but I've cracked on with it because I want to document it, and I really like it personally, and that's part of my channel, just doing the stuff that I like and showing how I go about it. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and smashing on that bell. That'd be great, and maybe even leave a thumbs up so the old YouTube algorithm can pick up my videos and all that jazz. But anyway, guys, until the next one, I will catch you all later. I'm Matt at RC Chronicles. See yous.